A Mount Holly man feared for his young life after he was diagnosed with cancer, but these days watching sports from afar is getting him excited about his future. Queen City News storyteller John Lee explains in tonight's Faces of the Carolinas.
Welcome to the very beautiful Sims Legion Park.
In a booth high above the baseball diamond,
Beautiful day in Gastonia.
a team from Gaston College paints a picture.
Jacob Brindle alongside Tommy Brofman. Fouled left field.
Sports media technology student Jacob Brindle accentuates the excitement of the game.
Proving by year as this one goes right field, an absolute laser. I want this to be my career. This one hit, fair play, right down center field. The pitch.
For Jacob, staying close to the action is a win.
Being a former athlete absolutely helps with telling the story of a game.
Saying the word former doesn't feel right.
When it first happened, my diagnosis did, I was very envious of every other athlete that got that opportunity.
Everything changed after he went to a Charlotte FC game with his brother. Later at home, he started convulsing and blacked out.
That simple headache led to 3 different hospital trips and eventually a cancer diagnosis.
It was acute lymphocytic leukemia.
And I was terrified for my life for the first few months.
Parents Wayne and Denise were devastated.
Every time anybody would talk about it or would ask me questions, like tears would just roll.
At the time, Jacob was an offensive lineman for the Stuart Kramer High football team, but his high school career was over.
Everything I worked towards my entire life was worthless, and that was a very hard hit for me. I worked my entire life to be a collegiate athlete. It was my senior year of high school.
He's big, he's strong, he's an athlete, and here he is sidelined with dreaded cancer.
Chemotherapy left Jacob fatigued and depressed. He ballooned from 285 to 400 pounds.
Every day I woke up, I went to the bathroom, I looked in the mirror, and I was like, you're a loser. You are a loser. And there's times in my life where I didn't think I'd ever be back in the position that I am.
But his football mentality helped him move forward despite a lingering question.
Did you worry about whether you were going to make it?
Every day.
The community, our community, and the football community was overwhelming.
Last November, he rang the bell after completing chemo. To Jacob, reaching that milestone was a measure of strength.
I learned that I'm a warrior. I learned that I'm a fighter.
And he believes his football dream is still in play. Jacob works out in hopes that a university will give him a chance to get back on the field.
Slow feet don't eat, so we're out here getting some footwork done today.
Warriors like Jacob don't dwell on the past or what could have been.
It's not coulda, it's a when to me. That's my mindset.
Even if Jacob has to walk on, he's willing to run through a wall to play the game he loves.
He has a drive that I have rarely seen.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
The man who once saw himself as a loser seizes the day.
Let's see what he can do here.
With cancer awareness bracelets on his wrists.
At least he's showing some life.
No matter where he broadcasts from, Jacob can count on 2 #1 fans.
Keeps him connected, it does.
And Yukin's kissing goodbye. Nick Deal, kind of a big deal, really a big deal. Goes yard, scores 3 for the Rhinos.
And what comes next could be as thrilling as extra innings.
I mean, you talk about how good this team is.
In Gastonia, John Lee, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.